This is a video about a problem that a lot of people may be having when using their phone and using the Google Chrome browser, but they're not even aware there's a problem. All they know is they go to enter some information, and when they go to enter information, all of a sudden they enter a lot of information and it disappears, and they've got to start entering it all again. Happens to me all the time, quite often, and it probably happens to people as well. As an example, I'll show you this page here. Right, this is just Gmail, not the Gmail app that's on a phone, but the Gmail web page. And let's say I want to type something up in Gmail. So rather than typing something, I've already got it copied in. So I'll just a quick brown fox jump the lazy dog. So if I was typing that and I was typing all that, it would take some time to do it. And you can see I'm scrolling back and forth in that. Okay. Now the situation is, if I scroll up to the top of the page and then I scroll again, notice that little thing that went round? Notice all the text has disappeared. I'll show that again, right? So it's all disappeared. What I've typed, I've lost. I can't get it back again. I've typed a lot of work and I've slid down the screen and it's done what's called an auto refresh of the web page. In other words, it's gone back to the web page and got the data again. I'll show you that again, all right? Well, because I've got it in the paste buffer, I can put it in multiple times. It's all in there, okay? So switch off the keyboard. So I'm just scrolling there, scroll back, and I scroll a little bit too far. Notice that little thing at the top that's appearing near my face up there. If I scroll down now, notice that there it is there. Oh, disappeared. That's called a refresh. You can do exactly the same thing by going to the three buttons over here and pressing that item. Well, that's not the one. That little icon there. It's a refresh. But in their wisdom, Google on Google Chrome have decided to put that in. They put it in a number of years ago. And that's not a problem if you want to use it. They also gave you the facility a number of years ago not to have that. So you could actually go to a thing called flags and switch it off. Then they took that away. Now, for some reason or other, why did they do that? I said in a previous video, the whole idea of computing is to make life easier for it. It doesn't make life easier for you when you're into a whole lot of typing and then find you've lost it all. Right? The reason Google possibly do it is they want to be able to refresh screens. As an example, I'll show you here. All right? This is a Google homepage. Right? If I just on there, this is a normal Google page on Chrome browser, and I scroll down, notice that refresh comes in and the stories at the bottom are different. They want to present different stories to you. If I scroll down again, right, slide down again, not scroll down, slide down. There's that little thing going around there. And it's got a different stuff there again. All right. That's okay if you want to do it, but you need to be able to disable how to do it. The worst case scenario when you do something like this is if you're doing something like this, which will, let's see if I can find it, okay. You're into Facebook. For example, there's something I typed on Facebook some time ago, right? I don't want to make a comment on it. And usually quite often, this, by the way, this one is, it didn't refresh that time, all right? So I want to type a comment about my own comments as a write a comment. So I start writing a comment, I'll put that same thing, quick brown fox, jump the lazy dog. I'll put that in multiple times, okay? I think it's in there multiple times. Yeah, there we are. And, okay, it's all there. So I scroll back. I go down there like that. And what happens? That little thing appears. All right? Boom, disappeared. And my comment is gone. It's not saved. One of the advantages of using Gmail on the web is if you type something up in Gmail and you're using the Gmail app, it actually saves as you're going along. If you're doing something like this, it doesn't. Now, how do you get beyond this whole problem? I've only found one way. And there's no, as I said, Google used to have a way you could disable that function, but it's just not available anymore. The only way I found out how to do it is to do this. Use this app, which is Firefox. Don't use Google Chrome. Use Firefox. I'm now in Firefox in Gmail. I already opened it up earlier, all right? Now, once again, I'll do the same sort of thing, all right? I'll just paste in a whole lot of text, quick bound Fox, etc. Right? Come out of the keyboard. I go to the top. I swipe down. I can swipe down as many times as I like. It's not going to refresh the screen. Therefore, I'm not going to use it. So the only way to get beyond this is to not use Google Chrome, but to use Firefox, the Firefox browser. To get Firefox, you've got to get it from the Google Play Store. You can download it, install it on your phone. So the situation is, if you're losing data like this when you're typing things, it's because you've swiped down. You could be very, very careful and try not to swipe down. I try not to do that, but sometimes, especially in Facebook, if I go back to Google Chrome, right? Okay, especially in Facebook, if you go back somewhere, something like that, and you're into something, and you're scrolling down, especially in another thing I hate with Facebook, you're getting a different every single time you're calling up. It's refreshing the screen. You get a different thing every single time. Special on Facebook. Okay, right. So if you read something and then go on to something else, it comes up with something different. Okay. All right. So the solution to the problem is to use, don't use the Google Chrome browser. And that's the end. Any questions? Email me.